We are all about facts, not fear, and providing information to keep you and your loved ones safe. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us. Happy Friday, Dr. Kohli.
Happy Friday, Sam. Hi, Jeff.
How's it going, Doctor? We got a lot of questions for you, maybe some personal ones from me if we have time.
Yes. So before we get to viewer questions, the president says he's not shutting the country down if we have a second wave. We talked about this earlier on the show, but we want to hear your expert opinion. What do you make of this?
So, Sam, it's quite simple, actually, if you think about it. The virus spreads through people. So if you separate the people, the risk of transmission is lower, the number of cases is lower. You bring them together, the number of cases are going to go up. So whether you want to call this a second wave or a spike or whatever have you, the number of cases will go up. And how high it goes really depends on how much the people get together. Now, I understand the president's concerns because there is the economic health of our country that we have to think about. But in my opinion, we can have our cake and eat it too. We can do this in a safe fashion if we have that testing and tracing in place. There's actually a new study that also came out last week that proposed a very unique model for opening up the country, which is having 50 days of lockdown alternating with 30 days of easing of restrictions and doing that over and over and over again to really kind of keep that number at bay.
Wow.
Doctor, quickly before we get to this question, do you believe we should slowly start opening up the country if we can?
I think we should, Jeff, but I think we have to have that testing and tracing in place. We have a false choice here. It's not a choice between our physical health and our economic health. There is a way to have both, and that's to have the testing and tracing so that we have a finger on the pulse of the virus. And when those cases start to go up again, we can dial it back down, but we have to know that they're going up with the testing in place.
Wow. I nominate Dr. Kohli to help advise the president on reopening the country.
I nominate a lot of people to
Thank
help
you,
out.
Sam.
All right, let's get to some viewer questions. Dr. Kohli, Robert wants to know, could he catch the virus by sharing eyewear, just something simple like sunglasses?
Interesting.
Very interesting question. So just this week, the CDC actually updated their messaging saying that the risk of transmission through surfaces is a lot lower than we thought. That's not thought to be the primary mechanism of spread. But having said that, the American Academy of Ophthalmology actually says there have been reports of viral transmission through the eyes and also through the tears. So I would not recommend sharing sunglasses. And the other thing I might add is just be careful when you put your sunglasses down on the surface because you don't want to contaminate them that way either.
Right. Now, our final question comes from Carrie. She asks, is it safe for my family to plan a camping trip at the end of June?
Carrie, it's actually one of the safer things you can do at a time like this because we know the risk of transmission outdoors is a lot lower. But I have a few tips. Camp close to your house, fill up your car with gas, food, and supplies so you don't have to stop along the way. Try to go to an isolated area and take some water with you to wash your hands because that hand sanitizer doesn't work if your hands are dirty, visibly soiled or dirty. So if you do those things, I think you can camp safely.
Nice. I want to go camping. Well, quickly, before we go, it's time for Dr. Kohli's silver lining. Yes. Today's a little different. You want to talk about the Oscars. Interesting, Dr. Kohli. All right, have it.
I do, Sam. You're going to love this because it's about girl power. So in the last 92 years of the Oscars, only 5 women have been nominated for Best Director. And they think that that's all going to change now as a result of the pandemic. So a lot fewer movies have been coming out. And so the female directors are really emerging of the movies that have come out this year. And so they're thinking next year they'll have a lot of nominees for Best Director that are women. And it's just going to change a trend of 92 years. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
Wow.
Dr. Kohli.
That is a silver lining and something that you wouldn't even see how it influences pop culture.
Exactly.
So I'm all about that. Way to go, Dr. Kohli.
Like
Thank you for that girl power today.
Entertainment as well.
Yeah, join us on the Access Show. Talk all about entertainment and pop culture. Thank you, Dr. Kohli. We will see you next week, and I hope that you have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Well, if you have a question about coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. No panic, just prevention and precautions.